Hi guys, welcome to Live Well, Be Fulfilled, Living on Purpose with Power to Profit. Have you ever wondered what true success or a true happy life is all about? A life of harmony? Most people think that you gotta live a balanced life, which doesn't exist. We'll get into that point later. But have you ever wondered what a fruitful life is all about? Or what wellness, health and wellness and wholeness looks like in someone's life? Well, wellness has to do everything about your mind, body, and soul. It's not about your outer appearance and you know how big your muscles are, like like some organizations are trying to tell people that, hey, you know what, work on your outside self, make sure you lose weight, blah 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 blah. Change, transformation is an inside job from the inside out. That is a true successful life. And then everything else around it, like the finances and your education and your health. When you start to live your life and get it all straightened out inside and start to radiate outside, all these other areas in your life are going to change. Because you start to hang out with people that are like-minded in terms of what life should be like. And you'll find that these people, when they start to work from the inside and move out, all their relationships get better because they're accepting of themselves. They're loving of themselves. They've dealt with their past demons and they've accepted their whole sum of life. All their past, which equals their sum, because their greatest weakness is becoming their greatest strength. So that is a life of wellness right there. And in health, yeah, you know what? Then you start to get into the health, eating properly and exercising, not just beefing up on weights and all that stuff and being like a Hulk Hogan or something like that, or being an Incredible Hulk. We're talking about health, doing what healthy people do, and practicing that on a regular basis, which is part of the 10 essentials of health and wellness, which I did a series on that as well. And then you get into wholeness. Wholeness is, again, starts from the inside and moves out. Wholeness is accepting everything you are, everything you did, and everything you're gonna be, and accepting everything and living in the moment. You can't change the past. You can't definitely change the future because we're not even freaking there yet. All you can do is live in the moment, live in the now. And I believe that if you live in the now, you're gonna be truly in tuned with your higher maker, God, and He's gonna give you the steps and the guidance of what you need to do, and that's where your true self lives from, and you're not gonna have an ego issue, because if you live in the moment, all successful people, world-class people, don't have egos. They're willing to look at themselves, take a hard look in the mirror, and say, what the frick is wrong with me? Show my character flaws. Good. Oh, those things there, I'm going to have to change. As painful as it is, we need to make these changes. Now, when I'm speaking to myself as well, because you know what? I came from HELL, and I've been there many times. And you know what? I finally have made transformation changes, and I don't intend to go back there. The only reason I'm going to go back there is to bring some other captives out of there and set them free as well. So I'm really wanted to, again, explain what a harmonized life is all about. Now, balance and harmony. I met this really good guy in Orlando. His name is Jeremy. Awesome guy. He gave me a great explanation of what a life of harmony looks like in a life of balance. A life of balance doesn't exist. And I have to agree with him, because if you have a life of balance, that means you're taking away from here, you're taking away from there, and you're trying to keep everything equal, like it's some kind of communism kind of process. Balance does not exist. However, harmonizing everything in your life does exist. And we need to learn to harmonize all your areas in life, because sometimes, you know what, you're going to be working way too much. You don't want to work way too much, but you have to get it done because, something else needs to be, because you're trying to provide, maybe pay a bill or something like that. You have to do something, and then basically you can harmonize it with spending a little bit more time over here or over there. Basically what you're doing is you're harmonizing life, because you got to fit things in, and sometimes certain events and certain priorities take up greater time, and then you have to harmonize the rest of your day or the rest of your week or the rest of the year so that you don't go freaky and jump off the deep end. And all the while, if you're married, you got to be a husband or a wife, you got to be a parent, you got to be a community member, and you need to get all that straight and have it harmonize. So hopefully that makes sense. I really wanted to touch upon this here, because I hear so many people, talking about what wellness is all about, and they think it's all about getting the outer body, getting it all exercise, pump up weights, I'm awesome, but yet their inside of their life is crap. Or you get people out there that are totally like, oh, I'm into spiritual stuff, kumbaya, blah, blah, blah. And yet their outer appearance is crap. They're eating burgers. They're eating cheeseburgers, and they're obese. They let themselves go. Wholeness is getting everything in harmony. And that's where life needs to be. And I'm not preaching this. I'm living it. And I'm living it the best possible way. And trust me, I have people pointing out to me that, hey Rob, you're a schmuck, you're not living it. And well, I shouldn't say I'm a schmuck, but I'm acting like a schmuck. You're acting like a schmuck. You're not living what you're preaching. And so we are all in this together. If you guys feel the same way, I want you guys to leave a comment down below. I want to hear from you. I want you to tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling. What are your ways of harmonizing your life? Leave it down below. I want to hear from you guys. We're in this together. This is all about living well, being fulfilled. And you know what? Living on purpose. Waking up every morning fired up, living on purpose, and all the while with power to profit, which is a whole different story. Anyways, leave your comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. I just want you guys to have an abundant life. May you guys live with peace and joy and lots of love to everybody. Take care. Technical difficulties. Still taping.